Lord, of course I have technical difficulties. Turn this on too. Alright. Tis been a while since I've last streamed. Since February? Yeah, I am here to check out Five Nights at Freddy's because I told myself, if anything, I was gonna pop back for this at least. Till I can get back on my feet again. Life has been lifing, as life usually lives. And I've been adjusting as best as I can. But here we are. Nothing to do but keep moving forward. Delete this. Anyways, today, Five Nights at Freddy's in Dead by Daylight, we are going over their 9th anniversary stream, which they say is going to start at 10:30, but I'm guessing they're really shooting for 11, as they usually do. Gives me 30 minutes to go over whatever they plan on doing. So, leaks. Recent information, literally this morning. Dead by Daylight is bringing in The Witcher, and it's going to be for their Chaos Shuffle. So we don't know when that's going to be. It's probably going to be after the anniversary, maybe, because I doubt they're going to release The Witcher just after, like just as soon as they release whatever Five Nights at Freddy's is going to be, which apparently Five Nights at Freddy's is potentially a whole chapter, so we're getting a new map, new killer, which is either Springtrap or maybe the cosmetics of the other animatronics. And I think they said the survivor's Michael Afton, but I'm not sure about that one. So don't hold me to any information that until that has been confirmed. But one thing that is true is that, what is it? The Witcher is been confirmed because they released the information from IGN, and that potentially might have gotten green light early like they did with Chucky, so it's hard to tell. But that one has been confirmed. So, yeah. That's all the information I can really give right now that I think that I've seen. And what the hell's going on here? Yeah, just close this out. Maybe that's help. Alright, so yeah. We are just sitting here waiting for the stream to start. Like I said, it's 10:32 now. I don't have enough time to hop into a singular match without the game kicking me out. I'm gonna switch to this screen. Switch this over. Switch this over. keep it on theme. We're gonna hop in a few games of Dubba. Shit. Did not think this through. Alright. I have to... Here's remote. Alright. Thankfully it's not far. Just a hassle. So if you've seen me play, a lot of things have gotten switched around in here. I'm not sitting behind me anymore, I'm sitting at my desk now, and I cannot hear, because I'm missing a cable. It's in my closet. God damn it. Alright, 2 seconds for me to get situated, and I shall return. Crap. Alright. Keep this open just in case. By the time I probably get back, it's probably when the freaking stream's gonna start. Yeah, but 2 seconds, I'll return. Alright, so I don't know how much time I'm actually going to have, because Dead by Daylight could turn themselves on at any given second. This is still showing as... I need to bring this over so I can see when they go live. Let me see. So I've missed a lot of information recently. New survivor, or what's it, Aurella Rose? We had the Blood Moon event, which kinda was a hit and miss, in my opinion. I feel like they could have gave out a little bit more blood points than it could have been. New survivor, Aurella Rose. I like her perks. If I can pull them up. Fuck, there's the bio. Do no harm, duty of care. I've been using Do No Harm a lot just to get faster heals. Duty of Care, I haven't used this one yet because I feel like this one's too situational. Everybody has to be atop with each other just to use it. Rapid Response, I had it at one point, but I didn't really use it like I should have. But I did try to use, what was it? I tried to use Quick and Quiet. And yeah, it's when you fast lock, when you exit. So I tried to use Quick and Quiet with it. It kind of helped, but I don't know. I didn't really use it like I should have. But I did try to use Eyes of Belmont with it just to get a longer aura reading. So I'll say 2 out of 3 work. This one is kind of a hit and miss. The Blood Moon event, it kind of flopped a little bit. I think the killers were too sweaty. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Like, at some points, it felt like I wasn't getting as much blood points as I thought I should. And I felt like trying to get blood points was too hard. Like, I don't know. It just seemed like getting blood points from the blood event was tricky. Also, another thing I want to bring up, and I don't know how many people are going to see this. I don't know if anybody else is having trouble with this. I'm not getting my blood points from these challenges. I can complete the challenges, I get the Rift Pass stuff, but I'm not getting blood points from this. And I want to know if anybody else out there is having this issue. Because if it's just me, I feel some type of way. If it's everybody else, then they're really cheating us out of a system here. But I hope it's just not me. I mean, I hope that they get that fixed if it is a recurring problem. But that is annoying as fuck. Because I've been doing a lot of these challenges for the past however long this update has been out now. And I'm not receiving my credit. And I'm pissed about it. Like, I may be getting through the Rift Pass to get these rewards, but I should be closer. I spent mine to get Orella up to tier 3, but still though. Like, I'm missing out on a lot of blood points. And the only way I've seen to be getting blood points is when I go back through the tome challenges. Like, I recently did, what's this? Avoid 2 basic attacks. I got credit for this one, but I haven't gotten credit for anything for the new quest system, and I don't know what the hell's going on with that. Hopefully somebody can explain to me if y'all come across this video at some point. I might clip it and post it on the X, Blue Sky, just for some explanations. I don't know, but I'm gonna tag DVD when I do it. Alright, so we're 10:39. We got 20 minutes. We got 20 minutes to run a quick game. Hopefully everything, my audio levels are good. You can hear everything. Nothing's too loud or too low. ONG? When this stream starting? They said 10:30, but they might try 11 o'clock because I feel like that's more in time with how they usually do things. So yeah, we're just gonna do a quick game and then I'm gonna switch it back over to the live stream. And if they start early, then I'm gonna end game, switch it back over, and we'll go from there. Oh, somebody left. I need to see this chapter. Yeah, I think everybody does. This is one that's been in talks of formulation of plans since for a while now. To finally see them actually doing it is crazy. It's always those last few stragglers that want to drag you out. Let's just put this in the corner. Just so we can see once it starts calling. So I know when to switch views. Dead by Daylight like to be sneaky. Just instantly start live streaming their shit. Excuse me. The Pale Rose. A map that needs to be fixed but has no date to be fixed. On the eve of FNAF. On the day of FNAF. It's fucking crazy. Five Nights at Freddy's comes into Dead by Daylight. The killer also is having lag issues. And we still have a map or a realm that still needs to be updated. Oh, Houndmaster. Oh, that's fun. Don't catch me. Bow wow. Well, he's gotten the bitten. Oh, he's got hound sensed. All the way out here in the goulash. I'm coming, Sable. Lord, he done gotten bit. One. Uppercut! Son of a bitch! Friends to the freaking end. Ah! Get off me, dog! Rude. Up, as it just starts. Sorry, sis. Some things are more important. There's a live event going on. We don't have time for this. It's fine. That minute will be gone in a flash. Alright, we're switching over. As soon as I grab the right screen. Just turn on my desktop audio so y'all can hear it. Which one to give me issues? There we go. Yeah, fit the screen object. There we go. Still no sound, unless I... Of course I can't hear it. My dumb ass. Alright. We got what? Is that 15 minutes? 15 minutes till the stream starts. Grab a drink, put your feet up, prepare your theories. Rick and Morty. Oh, these ads. They're at PAX. Let me put myself on mute until we get access. So, yeah, I will be right back. I'm gonna get me some snacks. Get a little comfortable here.
Something's wrong. Like, very, very wrong. How can this be happening?
Frank Stone will be reborn.
Alright, got me some popping corn, got me a drink, and we still got 9 minutes to go. See what's going on in the gulag. The hot mess known as X. While I wait. Stream will last for an hour. Everybody's losing their mind. What is that about? X is just doing what X usually does. I thought I could continue playing Dead by Daylight a little bit more. What the hell? There we go. Oh, timeline. Forgot about somebody posted the timeline a few back of how this stream was gonna go. 30-minute pre-show. I'm afraid to lurk up anything on X for Dead by Daylight Relay because the last time I did I caught a lot of porn. I don't need that flooding my timeline. Alright. Oh, 2 more minutes. Did they post it on their... Let's see if they posted on their actual page of what's gonna go. Whoa. Oh, wait a minute. They just released a thing about bugs. Doctor Shock Therapy, Ronald interacting with Survivor Animation, Hotfix 1. Rift Fragment and Blood Point gain on the new quest system team is monitoring with the intention to increase as needed in the future as the system is new. Lore entries about absent from the Rift. Team is investigating cases of missing lore. It's our intention that no character will miss out during this period. Hotfix 1 is tentatively planning for May 15th, so please keep an eye out for communication regarding it. So I have the hotfix coming up for some of their issues. That's on Thursday. Nemesis has an issue with perk interaction. It's currently kill switched. Fixed in hotfix 1. Multiple kills power is not working as intended. Fixed in hotfix 1. Doc shock therapy fixed in hotfix 1. More entries are absent from the risk. Okay, they're looking for that. At least they got this shit out today. I have the information saved on my phone. So, I know first up we're getting the introductions and whatnot. Yeah. So we got, first up on the zero is roadmap and quest of life changes. So they're probably going to go over what they're going to change and whatnot. After that will be the Five Nights at Freddy's and Dead by Daylight information. Then we're going to have upcoming collections, which is probably going to be The Witcher. And then we have this new thing called Choose Your Own Chapter, which has got me confused. So I'm curious to see what that is going to be about, because the possibilities are endless. And we got 5 minutes to figure it out. Goddamn it, Street Fighter. This thing is on. I didn't see anything about the blood point fix. I don't give a damn about politics. Down with this. Ba, 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 ba. Audio's good. Is mine smaller than... Okay, we're gonna turn this up just a smidgen. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is casting of Frank Stone. Did say I think it was an 80% discount on the game.
How can this be happening?
Frank Stone will be reborn.
Alright, we're finally getting into the nitty gritty. Newsletter sign up. Let me not look at my analytics. It's making me depressed. Let me know if the chat, if you can hear everything. If I need to up some volume or decrease some volume. I don't want it too loud so it blows out your eardrums, but I don't want it too soft so you can't hear all the good juices, the good juicy information. 3 minutes. 3 minutes and counting. Oh yeah, and apparently Maurice is missing again. Nobody can keep track of this horse. Ah, shit. Alright, real quick. We got a minute and some change. I need to go get a pick for my teeth because this popcorn's gonna get stuck. Alright, less than a minute. We're almost to the finish line. Come on now. Bring it on home. So I get stuck on everything. Less than 30 seconds. Less than 30 seconds. $15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Starting. Your ass should have been started. What you mean starting soon? You should be starting now. The games you play on this day of a Friday. I swear. Y'all didn't say it. 10:30. Gave us an extra 30-minute break to 11. Just to start the stream and tell us you starting soon? How dare you? Oh, that is not what I wanted. Not me keeping track on X just to make sure I don't miss anything, Lord. Let me see. Now we start.
This might be the best one yet.
9 years of fear.
This is game mode. Everybody
A very strong focus on the quality of life.
I found Dead by Daylight and instantly it became a home.
Thank you.
There we go.
Thank all of you.
Oh, the unknown. Such a nice little addition. Now remember, we gotta get through their quality of life updates and whatnot before we get to the actual stuff we've all want to hear. Yay.
Hi. Hello.
Hope everybody can hear everything.
Folks, we got a show for you. There's still...
Oh, yeah.
Hey, it's A. Christine.
that,
Come on in. There's still room. Pyramid head.
Oh wait, that's not A. Christine. My
wow.
bad. That's a Springtrap hat.
So, in the biz, they call that a hype trailer. Seems that it worked. I felt pretty hype coming out of that. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today for Dead by Daylight's 9th anniversary
Yay.
live stream spectacular from PAX East in Boston, Massachusetts.
Oh. So it is PAX East. I was thinking they were overseas, Lord.
This is one of my favorite events every year, but I haven't been here for a good decade. What's happening? I don't. Oh, is the unknown? Is the unknown here? It's a great event. I used to live in Boston, Massachusetts. But for some reasons out of our control, we haven't come for a number of years.
Yeah.
There was a global thing that happened.
Oh, coronavirus.
But yeah, PAX has always been very special
Yeah.
for us. It's not only is it an amazing place to be, it's just awesome to be with our people here, but it's where it all began for us, right?
It is.
9 years ago, we had a.
If you hear something
smallest
clicking,
little
that's my
booth
computer.
in the corner there.
Been doing that
and
recently.
then we showed our little game to people. We didn't have much back then. We were a team of 30 people. We had a dream. We had stars in our eyes.
Look
and-
at that. Wowzers.
Oh, Jiminy Jilliker.
Jiminy Jillikers.
But we had this little gem of a game, this strange asymmetrical multiplayer game where 4 people are trying to escape a nightmare while someone is trying to murder them all. And somehow it resonated. People understood what we were bringing, and it worked.
It worked.
To an
indeed.
extent, it
And you know
worked.
what? We dove right into it. If no one knows, you should be ashamed. But this man right here, his name is Matt Cote, our head of partnerships on Dead by Daylight.
Head of partnerships.
And my name's Eric Pope. I'm the community director on Dead by Daylight, and I'm very happy you're here. So as Matt was saying, PAX specifically is very important to DBD. And Matt, I don't know if you know this. We've gone back to the archives, not those archives, our archives. We've gone back to our archives. Calm down. And we found a little clip of Matt from the very first one. So
Oh,
why don't we roll
Lord.
that?
How many killers, how many survivors are you hoping to add? A lot more, or?
Yes, many, many more. The idea has always been when you start the game, you don't know who you're up against, you don't know what powers are going to be facing you, you don't know which map you're going to be in, and the other survivors, you don't know what abilities and perks and whatnot they're going to bring.
It's been
That's
since
crazy.
2016. 9 years. Damn.
Not sure what was up with my eyebrows back then.
Let's have a hand for Matt's eyebrows. 2016 eyebrows were very bushy. I love it. So I like to think the team delivered on what you said, and now we are in a place where we have 38 killers. 38 survivors, 45. Jesus, I have it backward. 38 killers, 45 survivors.
Jesus.
And
Insane.
1 billion perks.
And still growing.
Perks.
Still growing.
And so many really, really awesome licenses that came to join us over the years.
Yeah, so I think you have always said it's kind of a love letter to the 70s and 80s horror movies that we all love. What really kicked it off on the partners licensing side was Mr. Michael Myers, right?
Yes, Halloween.
Shout out to
There
Michael.
are a few here, I believe. Halloween was the very first time we brought in some Legends of Horror.
That was our second
Many
DLC, if
more
I'm
followed
mistaken.
after that.
Yeah, Leatherface, Chucky, Alien,
Ghostface, Stranger Things,
Ash from Evil Dead.
and on and on.
Yes.
Y'all know we
It
want to hear about
rolls.
FNAF, though.
Yeah, one of the big milestones for us was probably like Silent Hill. Silent Hill was the very first time we had a video game chapter.
Word.
And for us, it meant quite a lot because Silent Hill and Resident Evil specifically were games that inspired a lot of us on the team to make video games. Right?
Yes.
They were with us when we were young, and being able to work with these people to create something in our game that they were proud of, that they thought their fans would enjoy, was so validating and humbling, honestly.
We should do more with them, I agree.
Yes.
Don't tease
Just
that.
saying,
Shut
that's my
up.
opinion. Just a guy with opinion. I just realized, by the way, I
Don't
want to
tease us.
apologize to this half of the room because I'm just looking over here at Matt.
Okay, I'm looking at them.
Hi. Yeah, you get Matt's face, which is better in the end anyway. Or you can look at me up there. Sorry. So yeah, iconic licenses, Matthew. It's a nice segue actually to our show today. We've made add another or some.
Yes.
Some.
Well, then let's, without further ado,
Yeah, what are we
dive
gonna
into the
talk
run of
about today?
show to tell you what we're actually going to talk about instead of Matt and I just rambling.
Please.
So if you want to put that up on the screen, we're going to kick things off. Whenever you want, with Jose and Justin to talk about the upcoming content roadmap,
FNAF and Dead by
as well
Daylight.
as quality of life updates.
Stop it. after that, Dave and I will be back to give you more details on the next chapter, which is, of course, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Confirmed.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
What?
Said it out of his own mouth.
They said it could never happen.
They said we shouldn't do it.
We're doing it.
Yes.
Doing it live.
Yes.
After that, we've got fan favorite Rosalie to introduce you to some amazing upcoming collections that are coming to the game.
Y'all don't seem so energetic about that.
Dave, no shame on you.
No, that's not.
Dave is coming back after that, and he's going to tell you about another one of our original chapters that we're going to do that has a major twist.
It's a little
to it.
spoiled on the picture right there. It says
Yep.
choose your own chapter, but just pretend you don't know.
An
it.
original.
Pretend you can't read.
What?
So I
They
think
just
that's
shouldn't have put it
enough.
up
We can get things
there.
rolling now. Thank you,
I should
Matt.
just leave.
Oh God, have to
I'm
buy
just gonna
quality.
leave now.
Well, but he's gonna come back. Don't worry, Matt.
I'll be back.
Matt's not done with the show.
We don't
by
do
a long
auto
shot.
here.
Thank you, Matt.
Have fun.
Bye, Mr. Cote.
And now we'll welcome Justin Brown and Jose
Oh, my God.
Ramos. Welcome, guys.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello, everyone.
Jose is our executive producer on Dead by Daylight. He's a vice president as well, for people who care about that sort of thing. Justin is our senior director of product management. If you don't know what that means, he cares a ton about the game, actually. He's kind of one of the main people that my team talks to from the community team to help make changes happen in the game. And so that's why they're here, because, yes, we have the content roadmap that we're going to talk about, which is cool and new stuff, but also, more importantly to me, quality of life. The Quality of Life initiative couldn't have happened without these guys.
Yes, absolutely. It is one way to do my very first live stream, so that's pretty amazing. Thank you. Thank you. I think I will tell my kids that there were 12,000 people also. That's something like that. So yeah, as you said, I think we want to give you a sneak peek of our content roadmap leading us to the 10th year anniversary, which is crazy just to say it.
10
We will also give you an
years.
update on our quality of life efforts. As you mentioned, something incredibly important for us, hopefully for you, and we'll make sure to give you all the details.
Yes, of course. And before we dive in, I just want to give a quick shout out, a thank you to the incredible Dead by Daylight team back home. It is because of their hard work and passion that we're able to deliver this content and this quality, year after year.
Shout out to the DVD team.
Yay.
Watching while they work, I hope. So, sorry, that's loud. I told everyone they could do quiet mic. I'm very loud. Why don't we talk about some of the highlights of the past year, Jose, real quickly?
Yeah, for sure. So a lot of highlights, of course. I think the main focus was to bring things that you have waited for many, many, many years. I think the main one, of course, is 2v8. So bringing 2v8 to life was something that we really wanted to achieve. Cross progression is something that also you waited for a very long time, and that now you can have. From a content standpoint, I think between Vecna, Dracula, Killer with a Dog, but also the very most recent chapter that we released with Tokyo Ghoul was one of the most popular chapter ever, really, that we have had, and it was quite amazing for us.
And I think you're a big anime fan, so you probably felt...
Yeah, and honestly, not only that, but the way we managed to bring the anime into the art sale of DBD, I think the team made really an amazing job. Yeah, that was really, really cool.
Shout out to our anime fans.
Yay.
Many of them.
Our
Of
anime
course.
fans in Boston, Massachusetts. Thank you for indulging me.
But also, this chapter gave us a chance, an excuse to travel to Japan for the first time in a very long time. It was long overdue. I think Dave, Matt, and the rest of the team spent really quality time with them, and that's really what we want to do a bit more. Spending time with our community, going to events like this one, and more to come. We were in Scotland recently. We were in Sao Paulo for Gamescom Latam just last week, and again, we will be there in more events to come.
Yeah, and to not confuse you, actually, we did release another chapter after Tokyo Ghoul just this week.
Oh,
with the
Orella.
unshakable EMT Orella Rose, which is very cool. And though I imagine most of you have seen it already, we're still going to take just a minute to watch her amazing trailer. So,
I got you. You're gonna be all right.
The content they pushed out before FNAF's introduction is ridiculous. Ow! I keep biting my lip, damn it!
This cannot possibly be real.
My name is Aurella. I'm here to help.
Okay, theme.
Yeah.
They just need to release an animated series at this
We got
point.
to do a lot of fun teasers for Aurella, so it was really cool to see people kind of fall in love with her before they even knew who she was. So we know people like teasers. We've heard that, so we're going to try to keep doing more teasers in the future. So thank you. And one last thing about Aurella, actually, I think you see it on the screen right now. Very, very, very happy we're able to do this. We're running a charity initiative right now based on Aurella with the St. Justine Foundation in Montreal. They help sick kids. So it's running already in-game. It's going until the 27th of May. All you have to do, if you haven't already, is purchase one or both of those beautiful outfits in the game with orc cells, please, orc cells. And 100% of the proceeds are going to that amazing foundation, which was important to us. It's a local one in Montreal. Thank you. We actually have a twist coming up in that campaign, too. Stay tuned.
Not a twist.
Aurella marks the last release of the Year 9 calendar. So we're going to dive in now to the Year 10 calendar, Justin.
That's right, and this is the time when I try to bite my tongue and not give you guys any spoilers. Sorry.
So June, that would be
say we
FNAF.
have
New
5
killer, new
chapters,
map.
3 will be licensed, 2 will be original.
2 new survivors
Of
for
course, the
July.
next chapter, you guys already know, it's Five Nights at Freddy's.
New killer, new survivor for September. New killer and survivor for
It's a killer
November.
and a map.
2
Dave and
survivors.
Matt are going to be up to talk way more about
March
that
is new
than
survivor,
just
new
us.
realm.
We're going to follow that up with another licensed chapter that will feature 2 iconic survivors. I won't reveal who they are today, but you guys are going to love it. for
Licensed, 2
sure.
survivors.
And then finally, we're going to end the summer with an original chapter, the first one of the year. It's going to be on one of our favorite themes, which is folklore, Asian
Ooh.
horror folklore. specifically.
Ooh.
It's going to be one of the most gruesome chapters we've ever released, so we
Ooh.
cannot wait to get it into your hands.
I love that.
Messy. It's gory.
Very messy.
So we have 3 licenses.
Yeah, with one big license chapter with not 1 but 2 survivors.
Why are we
The
getting
last
2
one is
survivors?
actually very interesting. It's a very special chapter. You see there is no killer in there, and that's because there will be a survivor, but also a new realm that we know you are going to love. I wish I could spoil more. It's not yet there. but
So
we
we're
will
getting
talk about it, in
Five
the
Nights at
future.
Freddy's with
And
a
there
new
will
map,
also be
no
a
survivor.
twist on an existing killer. So the point also of this is because killer requires so much effort, we again want to give enough space and room to the team to be able to work on those quality of life elements. That's very important for us that, you know, we kind of focus on that.
Yes, which thank you for the wonderful segue, Jose. So for some of you, of course, the content is what drives you and excites you, the new content that comes to DVD. But I also think for a lot of you, and myself included, who, you know, I talk to the community every day, the quality of the game, the quality of health of the game is just as important as the new stuff.
So
That's what we're going to talk about now.
we're not getting Michael Afton as a
I'm
survivor,
really
so that's
psyched
been
this is
debunked.
being
We're getting
prioritized, as Jose just mentioned.
we're getting an animatronic as a killer
Decisions here and
probably,
there to adjust the schedule.
and we're also getting the FNAF map because it said a new killer and a new map.
More work on quality of life.
Just throw that in there, no
So,
confusion.
Jose, why don't you take it away?
But what are the 2 new survivors coming after this? Because I think it said it was those were licensed. Yeah, those 2 were licensed.
And so this year, what we really want is to get all that feedback, to have more conversation than ever, to apply that feedback, and to improve the overall experience of DBD. We think, and we're going to show with some details, that we have made great progress, but that doesn't mean that we are not going to meet some hiccups. The last release that we just had, we know has brought bugs on some of the killers, and that's something that we want to react very quick on. There is a lot more to come that, again, we are going to give a lot of details on.
Yeah, and just to mention on this week's release, maybe a little rocky, we are holding our hot fix schedule a couple extra days so we can get more fixes into it. Still coming next week, hoping to fix as many of the bumps in the road that we ran across with this week's release.
Of course, and if you watched the live streams over the last couple of years, this is the moment when I would usually tell you about the 4 pillars we based our roadmap on. But this year, we're doing things differently. It's all around one central North Star, which is to make sure that Dead by Daylight is respecting our players' time. And so all of our focus is really about delivering on that promise to you guys as the players.
Yes, and actually I want to mention we've already started rolling out the quality of life stuff. The first major feature of it was the abandoned feature, which went out last release. It was pretty well received. We got also a lot of great feedback on how we can tweak it to be even better. So it's been a cool way to kick off the initiative with a big feature that helps to address some issues.
Of course, and the most recent release, I mean, despite some of the issues that you know are already there, we did fix some critical issues. The skill check release window, which had been sort of a plague for a long time, finally resolved. The unhook spam exploit resolved. We also finally added perk previews, which we had tested a long time ago. Not to be confused with seeing your Survivor teammates perks, which is something we'll do later in the year as well.
Oh God, no.
The sort of controversial quest system. We do plan on monitoring that. The intention is never to make it more grindy. In fact, it should be the opposite, if anything. So we're going to look at the numbers. We're going to see if there's tweaks we have to make.
I still believe that looking at your other survivors' perks in lobby is a bad idea.
In addition to removing that awkward pain point you've probably all experienced where you load into a match and then say, oh no, I already completed my last quest. Now I can't make any progress on any quest in this match. So that's finally removed and resolved with this new quest system.
I do like that. I just wish y'all would give us the currency that you promised.
We've got an asset we can put up on the screen to help us for the next section.
Yes.
Ooh.
So
anti-slugging
stuff in that screen. I'm not going to go through it all, but a few ones that I really want to highlight is everything you see in blue. So in green is what we have released. In blue is what is going to actually be released just in June. So very, very soon around the corner.
Oh.
And a few ones that I wanted to highlight. One is, for example, the gamma setting. We know that it can be tough when it comes to the darkness level of some map, and being able, especially for console players, to be able to deal with those gamma settings is, again, going to go a long way. The go next prevention is quite important. Encouraging survivors to not give up at first hook is really something that we want to fix and improve. And one last one, sorry, that I wanted to discuss a bit more in details is the bulk blood point spending.
Yeah.
I was watching the stream of one of my favorite content creators just a few days ago with the release of Orella. She was super excited, saved millions and dozens of millions of blood points. And it takes a while. It takes a long time to spend those blood points. So being able to spend them in a matter of a few seconds is, I think, again, a small step for DBD, massive leap for DBD players. For
yes.
Sure. And this is how we find out I'm not your favorite content creator? Wow.
Damn. Hurt.
Wow. No, that's great. I've had a few people come to the booth here at PAX just talking about the bulk blood point spending too. So glad that that's.
We want to spend our blood points quicker.
Oh yeah, no, actually there is another one, which is custom game improvements. So this one is actually, for me, a cool story. Is we had
custom match, yeah.
Custom matches.
Can you move the mic? You move the mic when you talk. I want to make sure everyone hears Jose. Custom match improvements.
Custom match improvement. Yes, we had a really great conversation with tournament organizers, with some content creators, in order to understand what they really wanted. And the list was really good, but then we asked, but what is the top priority that we have? Because we want to make sure that we will be quick to deliver on this. And we have identified those, and they wanted to move from 1 spectator slot to 5 spectator slots. They wanted to have hotkeys to be able to shift pretty easily from one player to another, and we are going to bring those things right into this June release as well. So
okay.
Happy to go faster.
That's cool.
Yeah, and of course, that's not where we're going to end with custom match. That's just what we're delivering in June. In the future, throughout the year, we're going to add more customization options to Custom Match, including the ability to start selecting limited time event modes in Custom Match specifically, which will be very cool.
What about 2v8? Can that be in Custom Match too?
Yes, it will include 2v8.
Now, can we add killer bots? We need killer bots.
Dave liked that one. Maybe that was Matt. So we built this list. My team got to be really involved in building this list based on your feedback that we've seen out in the community over years, some of these things. And we're going to continue doing that. So continue giving us your feedback, even as they release, like the abandoned feature. We know you don't get it one and done. We want to iterate and make them as good as they can be. So keep that up. It's not just lip service. Your feedback is super, super important. So thank you for that. And now, phase 2. We've already talked about stuff that people generally knew about. Now we get into the second half of our quality of life initiative.
July.
Of course, and so phase 2 is meant to take us through to the end of the year and even beyond.
MMR
we're going to
updating?
deliver a little bit more than we had even previously communicated on.
Perk presets.
So I guess I'll give it to Jose to tell us a bit more.
Yes.
Keyboard and mouse on
So
consoles.
the first thing that you can see on the screen, all the measures that we want to take in order to improve camping, slugging, tunneling, we will actually give you more details in the coming weeks and in the coming months. We want to do it right. It's something that we want to carefully craft, and we want to also discuss more with our community and our content creators to make sure, again, we do it right. There is things like the keyboard and mouse support that we are going to bring actually in the summer, along with balance changes for map and keys that you are going to give us more details.
Right, so map and keys, for the longest time, we've had 5 survivor items, of which only 2, maybe 3 have felt relevant. There's been these 2 sort of semi-relevant map and key items for a long time. We wanted to give survivors a big update. We always update killers. We don't do a lot for survivors. We're going to change that.
No, y'all just need to
Map
revert keys
are
to
going
just
change.
instantly open the hatch.
Basically a consumable version of Windows of Opportunity, if you can imagine that, which is very cool. And then keys are going to focus on revealing the killer's aura. They will still open the hatch. And there's also going to be some new gameplay related to the chests that the keys take.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh, people like
This
that.
next one's also going to be an ooh.
Yeah, I guess so. So, in addition to bug fixes, there's a bunch of things we're super excited to tackle. The first, probably the biggest, is an MMR revamp. We've been
Thank
hearing you
God.
guys complain about it for a long time. We really want to
Please.
focus on making sure that MMR takes into account the actions you take in a game and how you play, as opposed to the current black and white, just survive and kill. So that's going to be a really big change coming to MMR. We've heard it. We're excited to deliver that. We're going to
MMR revamp, people.
Please, clap for him. Clap for it. God, Jesus, we need it.
If you don't know what that means, it's matchmaking ranking, and it'll help with matchmaking when we fix that.
Yeah. For the first time ever in an update, we're going to introduce a new survivor item this summer, which will be very cool, right in decor. It'll be exciting. Of course, we're bolstering our anti-cheat measures because that's always a problem. We're going to start showing you queue time, estimated queue time, which we don't do right now, which will be great this summer.
Didn't we do that in the past?
And as much as we all love 2v8, we all know that there's one very, very, very big problem with 2v8, and that's how long you have to wait as a killer to get into a match.
It's been like
12,
that
13,
since
14
the Blood
minutes
event, too.
sometimes. Not on the next iteration, but the one coming in the summer, we're going to introduce a play while you queue feature. So you can queue up as killer. While you're queued up as killer, you can play matches as survivor in 2v8. While you wait, it'll hold your spot in line. You come back to the lobby, and you're ready to queue up as your killer. So you don't have to just sit there and look at the lobby screen for 12, 13, 14 minutes anymore.
Why
Just a
is
note
the
on that,
lobby?
that's coming very soon.
Why are the lobbies longer though?
It's coming very soon, but
Very
not
good.
in the next iteration of 2v8, which is even ultra soon. So the next 2v8, just so your expectations are set.
Now is this next 2v8 coming with
one
the Witcher?
last thing, we do need to wrap it. I got the wrap it up signal about 5 times now. If you're a content creator in the audience, we also have some quality of life for you. We are overhauling the Dead by Daylight creator program completely.
Ooh, what's that mean?
And that's going to include what's called a support a creator system, which maybe you know from other video games.
Fortnite.
It allows you to support your favorite creator. The idea is that is be a wide way for pretty much any deserving creator to be able to work with us, get stuff from us, and get rewarded. So stay tuned. We're going to talk a lot more about that in our next broadcast later.
Okay,
Later this
that's
month
cute.
or next month. And I do need to wrap up now, guys. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
wanna
you.
say?
Thanks, everyone.
Goddamn clipping.
Thank you.
Stop clipping. God.
I think you okay for me to go?
Yeah, go for
I
it.
think some people here want to hear about Five Nights at Freddy's.
That's what everybody wants to hear.
So we are going to let that happen and bring out Dave and Matt to tell you all about it.
I'm
Thank you,
surprised they
everybody.
didn't get the creator over here, unless he's busy. Yay! The moment we've all been waiting for.
Hello, PAX.
Isn't it awesome to be back here?
It's amazing to
What's
be
on
back
your
here.
glasses?
It's nice to see you, even though I don't see quite well. It's nice to see you in person. Also, hi to everybody watching us online. And shout out to all the cosplayer. I've seen some of them; they're amazing. Especially Mr. Unknown somewhere there, amazing. But I don't see anything, so right.
After.
Yeah. All right. So of course, being here is pretty special, and we're here. It's perfect that we're here to announce and to reveal a little bit more of our top requested, of all time of the history of Dead by Daylight. The
Really?
top requested license.
Even past
So Five Nights
Jason?
at Freddy is our next chapter, as we've said. It is one of those crazy games. It's such an amazing story. They released about 10 years ago, just like we did. It was one of the first little indie horror games. Today, it is a gigantic behemoth of a game. And
Story is
universe,
so complicated.
actually. And we are thrilled to have Five Nights at Freddy's universe finally come into the fog.
Here we go.
So of
Here
course,
we go.
the team has had a blast creating this chapter. It's such an amazing universe to explore. And I just wanted to say really quickly that, we do survey. We survey our community to know what you want out of licenses and content. And we listen to it. And Five Nights at Freddy's has been the top of the list for the longest time.
Yep.
So finally, it's here.
So what are we doing with Five Nights at Freddy's?
Yeah,
Tell
okay,
us.
so let's start and reveal our new killer. Let's
Let's
show
do
that
it.
bad boy.
Woo! Yes, trailer! Spring trap! Spring trap! Come on, bitch! Yes! 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 Spring trap confirmed!
You
Yes.
like that?
Oh, we love that. That's what we wanted.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. So I guess we made the right choice.
Oh, hell yeah!
Yeah, it was obvious to us too. Of course, Springtrap is the ultimate villain of the series, and for the first time ever, you'll be able to be in the suit. Isn't that amazing? You'll be the killer. You'll be Springtrap.
Yeah.
He will be known as the animatronic in our game.
course.
Yes. So
Of course.
the animatronic. Today we won't go into the power or the perks.
How dare you?
Yeah, we're not revealing a lot, but we'll show some screenshots later. And if you watch closely, you might see something very interesting. We're adding on top of the killer a very interesting survivor and killer mechanic that's quite unique to this chapter that will appear every time you play as Springtrap or that you face Springtrap.
Interesting.
So you might get a clue about this. So obviously, we will reveal more of that in a couple of weeks in another stream. But I want to say that
Probably
the
for
power
their
and the perks
PDB.
are really authentic to the universe of Five Nights at Freddy's.
He didn't have a weapon. I didn't notice that. He didn't have a weapon.
One of the other ways that we like to bring authenticity to the content that we create is with cosmetics, of course.
Oh, shit.
And there are going to be a few really cool ones as we release this, but there's one we absolutely need to talk about today. A legendary outfit for Springtrap that we will have will be taken directly from the movie, and we're going to show a little thing.
Michael Afton? Oh! Hey! Matthew Lillard! And he has a knife. Okay, so he didn't have an axe, but he has a knife.
So, of course...
Who is losing their mind in the
you
audience?
may have noticed on screen there, this is the Yellow Rabbit from the movie as portrayed by the absolutely talented Matthew Lillard. So we...
Yes!
Fine, get it out. Not only are we going to have his pretty face in the game, but he was nice enough to record all the voiceover for the characters.
Yes! Come on, Matthew! We love you! Cote and Lillard.
That's exactly what I said when I heard that.
Yeah. Hold on a sec. I do the stupidest thing ever. The way I get into this thing is I do like an ape thing. So hold on a sec. Ollie, ollie, oxen free. Ollie, ollie, oxen free. Ready or not, here I come.
We love you, Matthew Lillard.
Fun.
E is such a cool guy.
But is that the only legendary skin this
So
coming
as
game?
you've seen, there is no survivor in this chapter. But, but
we knew it was a possibility. Come on now.
there is a map. Yeah,
Got
thank
it?
you. We couldn't do this without, of course, the iconic location of Freddy Fazbear Pizzeria.
Of course.
You have things?
Hey! Who is dying in the background? Calm down.
We took inspiration from the first game, so, most of it.
Ooh. Yes.
So instead of looking at it through camera, you're actually going to walk in it. And it's filled with Easter eggs, surprises, and of course, jump scares.
Fazbears! Yes, map.
And there's also one fantastic... Oh, well, I'll let you
Is there
react to this a little bit more, I think.
Arcade, ball pit.
It is cool. It's an awesome
Oh, come
map.
on, show
The
us
team did
more.
great.
We need more.
Can't wait for you to play into it. So there's also something very, very cool, a quality of life feature that we're adding with this chapter. We will have a separate queue where you'll be able to go exclusively in this map.
Ooh, okay.
And that's something that's going to be present for every upcoming map in the future also.
Yeah, let us know if you actually like the feature, and that's what we'll do. All right.
I don't know. That's
I mean,
kind
if
of...
everybody hates it, we'll take it out, but... We try to listen, is what I'm saying.
What else?
Well, I think we're actually out of time on this one, so it's okay. There's going to be a big stream. Also, you should know, especially there might be a few people here who are big fans of Five Nights at Freddy that do not know Dead by Daylight so well yet. So go check out our socials, check our newsletter.
Of course you had to plant
We
that
will
in
be
there.
teasing quite a lot and giving a lot more information in the weeks leading up to the actual release. So
Which
right now,
is-
Dave and I will.
Oh, of course, you ain't gonna
scoot.
tell us yet.
Dave will be back later, don't worry. And right now we'll leave the room to Rose and Eric to take you through some of the really cool collections coming this year.
So Five Nights at Freddy's, what was it? Springtrap, the animatronic. It's finally coming. We got the map. We just don't know what its abilities are yet.
What is it we're removing? We're removing the map? No? Okay. I couldn't hear backstage. So Five Nights at Freddy's, huh? Wow.
Yes.
How do we follow that?
You don't, really.
Well, I'll tell
then
you
again,
how, Rose.
The Witcher.
With upcoming collections.
The Witcher.
See?
The Witcher.
Thanks for joining us, Rose. Rose is, as often as we can, we get her on stream to share the cool cosmetics that are planned, and today is no exception. So why don't we dive in, because this show is running by us very quickly.
We need to save this for a
So
map.
speaking of very quickly, I want to remind people or let people know maybe for the first time, about a year ago, we did a community contest where people got to submit designs for killers and survivors, among with other things. And they've just started rolling out in this week's update. So I think we have a little image or video. Maybe?
Oh,
We
yeah.
have Jake Lone Wolf. Jake Lone Wolf, outfit
Singularity,
by Faircoon,
the Singularity
Little
skin
Friend
goes
Badge
hard.
by Yuki Yamato, and Singularity Death Top by It's Your Boy.
Not It's Your Boy.
You may have heard some discussion about the Singularity, that it's missing something on its face. Should we add the frowny face back to that?
Lord.
Now we have to. I'm sorry.
Fine.
This is how community people pressure the devs to do things.
Just for you, though. Just for you.
Thank you, Rose. So we'll be doing that, so stay tuned.
That's cute,
we have
though.
a bunch more winners that are going to be rolling out in riffs throughout the year. So thanks again to everyone who submitted. We're going to be doing another one. Stay tuned. So, cosmetics. Sorry for shouting. So there's a really exciting one, Rose, that, taps into maybe a video game relevant audience.
Oh, shit. The Witcher.
So, as you guys might already know, we love dark fantasy at Dead by
The
Daylight.
Witcher.
As you can tell from our Fortune and Fog and Dungeons and Dragons chapters. Now we're super thrilled to be inviting another incredible fantasy world into the world of Dead by Daylight with...
The Witcher!
Wow.
The Witcher!
This place. There's evil here. Death hangs in the air.
June 3rd? Damn! So soon!
You guessed it, The Witcher Collection coming out on June 3rd.
That's so
June 3rd,
soon!
Very soon. So fans of The Witcher, which I am one, you're one. I hope we got some other. It sounds like we have some other Witcher fans here.
It's crazy they didn't release that at least.
Of 6 new Witcher-themed outfits coming to the fog.
6?
Exactly. And of the 6, there are 2 legendary outfits. The first one being the Leshen outfit for the artist.
Ooh.
And
But these are
of
legendary.
course,
These aren't viscerals.
Geralt of Rivia outfit for Vittorio.
Of course it would be Vittorio.
So one of the best parts of Geralt's outfit is that it comes with a great new batch of voice lines recorded specifically by Doug Cockle, the character's original voice actor.
Nice. I've never played
Shout
The
out
Witcher
to Doug
though.
Cockle. Any fans of him? He's actually in attendance at PAX this weekend. I saw. He's down in the signing area, so go meet him after the show.
And that's not all. In
That's
the
not all.
collection, we also have very rare outfits for Yennefer,
Ooh. Kate Denson as Yennefer? Okay,
Ciri.
black hair. Sable as Ciri? Can see it.
Triss Marigold,
Michaela as Triss.
and Eridan.
Ooh. Who is dying? Jesus
So
Christ.
Stay tuned. We'll release more info on our socials later.
Wow. I actually didn't know we were going to show all those. That's great. We change things at the last minute a lot of times. So those look fantastic. I'm excited. Just a note about if you're wondering, if you're kind of deep into deep into this game, his medallion, Geralt's medallion, the eyes light up in the Witcher. That's not going to happen in our games because the entity doesn't want him to have kind of
Suppresses all magical powers.
Yeah. So in case people were
Oh yeah, sure. Explain that to Vecna.
Okay.
But okay.
So
Pop off.
We also have some super cool Witcher-themed rewards attached to an upcoming Chaos Shuffle event coming out at the same time. And one of them is this
Lord have mercy.
amazing Geralt in the Tub player card.
They know they wanted that. They knew they wanted
We
that.
couldn't talk about The Witcher without sharing this, so enjoy.
Our requisite feat content has been met for the show.
All you horny people.
So yes, June 3rd is right around the corner. Get psyched.
That's crazy. June
but we still have
3rd.
some more to show you of other things. We're done with The Witcher for now, but other things. So our friend Matt, who you just saw, a tall guy, big bushy eyebrows back in the day, he did a TV show with the Boulet brothers called
Dragula?
And they did a Dead by Daylight themed episode, which was
Oh,
flippin' cool.
fuck.
And why not turn it around and now bring them into Dead by Daylight?
Yeah, it was super cool. I'm
When?
jealous of Matt. But
When?
we also have a video to talk to us about it.
All right.
Yes!
This is Dracula.
Boulets!
Your Queens of Darkness, the Boulet brothers, and we are so excited about our crossover with Dead by Daylight.
Yes!
One of my favorite episodes of the show is when we did our Dead by Daylight challenge, and our cast had to come up with looks worthy of becoming a new killer skin in Dead by Daylight.
The Boulet Brothers collection will feature 2 outfits. The first is the iconic outfit for the Huntress, modeled after the winning design for that episode.
Of course.
The second is the Boulet Brothers artist outfit for the artist, which is a mix of both of us. Keep an eye out for that collection releasing on July 8th.
We'll see you in the fall.
All right, we got a release date. It's about damn time we got a release date for that shit.
Look at
Ooh. Nice. They
Couple
desexified
of
her a little
concepts
bit.
here of what you just saw.
Ooh.
We're going to keep it rolling because this show doesn't have a limited time. So next up is something from the extended world of Dead by Daylight.
Yep.
What can you tell us about this one?
Extended
So last year, Supermassive Games released the casting of Frank Stone,
Ah.
which explore the origins of a brand new killer. This year, Frank Stone in his
Girl!
in his transformed state will be entering the entity's trials as a cool new legendary outfit for the Trapper.
Yep, it would be the Trapper.
You can look for the Frank Stone's champion outfit to be released in September.
And just as a note, if you played the game, you know that's a screenshot from the casting of Frank Stone. It's not an in-game shot just yet from Dead by Daylight, but that is what it's based on. So stay tuned for that one. All right, last one. Oh, actually, before I go on, in case you haven't played the casting of Frank Stone, which I think you should, it is now 80% off right now.
I thought it was 80% off.
No excuse not to buy it. Go play that amazing game. And shout out to Supermassive. We love them. Okay, last one that Rose has brought for us today is adding some new outfits to an existing fan favorite collection.
Oh, dear.
Yep, we're adding 2 new outfits to the Tomb Raider collection.
Ooh. Okay, video game
Both
love.
of which are releasing on August 5th. The first one is Lara's classic ensemble, which is the iconic
Hey, classic outfit. I still need to play the originals. The remakes are out on PlayStation. I just need to grab them.
Started it all for Tomb Raider, and we're super happy to be bringing it to Dead by Daylight. We'll also be adding in another outfit, but we'll be sharing more news about that in the future.
Yeah. Wasn't ready yet. Just stay tuned.
Fans will recognize it, though.
That's true.
Oh, dear.
Thank you so much, Rose. I told you this would be fine. FNAF is a big deal, but these are a big deal too, right, guys? So there's plenty of other collections that are still going to be releasing. We just don't have a million years on the show to show you all of them. So stay tuned. Check out Dead by Daylight, our social media, and you can catch them there. And now, Rose, I will bid you adieu. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, everyone.
Folks, now you get to spend a minute with me. I'm sorry. So we are here for Dead by Daylight's 9th anniversary, but we are also Behavior, a game studio that does other things, and we thought, why not just take just a minute to tell you about something cool that we're doing outside of Dead by Daylight. There is a desire from ourselves to help out and publish other smaller horror games where we can, and our first foray into that is with an amazingly cool little game, and it's called It Has My Face.
It Has My Face?
Not my face, don't worry.
Never heard of this.
So it is a first-person roguelite set in a dystopian city, and within the city you have to find and kill your own clone. If the clone doesn't kill you first. It Has My Face started as a game jam creation by Nightbite Studios, which is 2 people. And in fact, they have recorded a little message for us today just to introduce themselves. So let's go to that.
Hello everyone, I am Salih, founder of Nightbite Games and the lead developer of It Has My Face. The game actually started as a jam game around the theme of clones, and the response was amazing. After the jam I kept working on it for years, and later my brother joined the project. We are a tiny team making this really unique and awesome game with lots of love, so I hope you enjoy the game as much as we do making it every day. Thank you for your support and stay tuned for more news.
Oh, it's pixelated. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my lord. It looks interesting.
All right. So you can actually head to Steam right now if you want to check out the demo of It Has My Face and wishlist it. It's going to be in early access later this year. One last thing from the extended world of behavior. Who has heard of Red Hook Studios, the creators of Darkest Dungeon? Yeah. Well, they are also doing their anniversary stream today from PAX. It is later today, in fact, the anniversary for Darkest Dungeon 2. It's at 6 p.m. right here from PAX if you want to check it out. It's not at PAX. I'm lying, but it's today. I'm at PAX, and my brain is melted. Red Hook's second anniversary stream for Darkest Dungeon 2 is at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You can check it out on Twitch at Red Hook Studios. I believe we're even going to be hosting it on our own channel, so if you're lazy, you can just stay here. And that's your Eric Pope interlude. We're going to get back to the fun action now with Dave Richard. Dave, come out here.
Now we get to this very confusing
Hi,
thing.
Dave.
Hello, Eric.
I got to readjust myself. Hi, Dave.
Hello.
All right, Dave. We got a clock counting us down, so we're gonna zip through this. But this is an awesome one. This one is my personal favorite thing of the entire show. And
As it should, yes.
It is. So it's a new original chapter coming.
Yep.
A new killer. New survivor.
Yes.
And that's kind of all we know.
Yeah, we don't know anything about this chapter because you have not created it yet.
Explain.
Interesting.
What do you mean?
What does that mean?
Exactly. What does that mean?
What does that mean, Dave?
Yeah. Okay.
Stop playing games.
Okay, so obviously we have an amazing community. They have a lot of creativity. We've seen it in homemade killers and some pitches online. How to balance the game, everything. So we want to be able to create a chapter from scratch with all of you, building every step from pre-production to the end of the process.
Yeah, so it's going to lead us up to our 10th anniversary. It's going to be an awesome experience that we're going to get. It's a long experience, too. We really want you to experience what it's like to build a whole chapter. So, Dave.
That's cool.
I'm super excited about this. How did this idea germinate and come about?
Well, we've been thinking about it for quite a bit. We wanted to make sure that we could do this right. And I think we found the right format.
I think so.
But how are you going to choose the
Do you want to talk about the format, or do you want to tease it a little more?
I guess. Okay. So basically what we want to do is we will not go just, hey, let's get comments online and do something people suggest. We want to make sure that we give you the right choices to build this so that we end up with something
parameters
that everybody will love. And so we are using a choose-your-own-adventure format for this.
Like D&D?
Matt is like, ooh, Matt's impressed backstage. Thank you, Matt.
We have some folks here who are pretty young, might not know what Choose Your Own Adventure is.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you don't know what it is, it's basically a series of books. And you read a story, there's a great narrative,
I got myself
and then you have a choice to make at every page.
Basically, you go left and right.
Either to the dungeon, to open the door, and then you go to that other page of the choice you've made until you die horribly or get out of the book. So we want to do something similar for building the character. So a strong narrative that will bring you into the creation of these creature, killer, survivor, whatever.
This is interesting.
And so every week or 2 or 3, depending on how busy Dave is, you as a community get to vote on certain choices to build from step by step each of these characters.
Absolutely.
This is about to be hell.
I think the community is probably going to make something special with their choices and pretty wild. Do you want to kind of give an example of what they might look like, those choices?
Yeah, absolutely. So let's take a killer, for example. We would start with the eye-level fantasy of who this character is. So, for example, we might ask, would you prefer to have a killer that's grounded into reality? Would you prefer a supernatural character?
Supernatural.
Otherworldly character? And so we have these eye-level fantasy, and then based on the top vote, we move on to...
It's between supernatural or otherworldly.
And so we would define a little bit more precisely. So, for example, if the top vote is supernatural, then maybe the other choice would be, is it an undead character? Is it a a person that has occult supernatural powers, and so on until we'll define it, the whole fantasy, the narrative, and of course the power as well.
And so we're going to do the same for Survivor, right?
Absolutely. Of course, Survivor don't have powers, but they have perks to define. They have a rich backstory. Why do we empathize with them? So you'll get to forge this story, what relationship they have and how it defined this Survivor.
Yeah, so essentially you'll be in game, you see, I got a new choice to make this week. You go and vote, and then maybe the next week or the next time we check in a couple weeks, you'll see the results of your previous vote. Okay, now we have an otherworldly killer, and then you move on from there. Is that right?
That's absolutely right. You got it. But there is a twist.
Oh, Lord.
So just like in the Choose Your Own Adventure books, of course, you can always peek at the different choice to cheat, to get the best thing you want for you. So in our process, we'll have twists like this. One, for example, is a change your fate mechanic. So we will always give you the padding choice of the top winning choice that you voted on and the runner-up. So you'll be able to see all of these different possibilities, and maybe we'll change path along the way. So
this is about to be hell.
There's a lot of questions there. There's a lot of steps. And, for killers right now, as we designed this, we're over 1,000 different possibility of ending killers. So it's going to be pretty exciting.
You should see the crazy flowchart Miro board he's built. It's amazing. So the idea is to take all these folks through the whole production cycle, yeah?
Yeah, so pre-production, we start with fantasy, teams, etc. And then when we finish this, we won't stop for production. We will involve you in production as well. So anytime that
that's becoming game creation, that's kind of character creators.
Decide which outfit, which weapon is going to use. We see different concept and we choose the best one. We will involve you into that. So, for example, for the killer's weapon, we would show you 3 different concepts of weapons with lore attached, the reasoning why the killer would use this, and you will vote on the one you want in the final product.
Yep, it's a big experiment that I'm psyched to take you through.
How often is this going to
learn
be?
Something along the way about how flippin' complex game development is, but we want you to take the ride with us for once instead of just waiting for the result. So I think this will be cool.
We'd love to be able to have more PTBs along the way too, so that you can also play the prototypes, which is something that you don't usually see.
Yep. So
That's crazy. Y'all really engaging us in the process.
Yeah, so the idea is, our 10th anniversary, almost a year-ish from now, is all about you, the community. So that's a really nice thematic way to build up towards it throughout the year, yeah?
Absolutely. So it's going to take a while. It's going to be a super nice adventure. Can't wait to see what you will choose, what you will build. We've done some internal tests, and every time we ended up with a different concept, which was amazingly interesting. And yeah, we want to have this available for our 10th anniversary year, so sometime in 2026.
Yeah, it's been super fun testing it internally. Dave's essentially been our dungeon master as we create this new character. It's super cool. So, right, we're not going to wait too long to get started. Just hang tight another couple weeks, and our first vote will roll out, and then we'll just go on from there. We can do pretty much what we want. We keep coming up with questions during this process, like, what should we do for this? And the answer keeps coming back, let's let the community choose. So right down to the name of the chapter, we're talking about everything. So we'll see you out there.
So keep an eye out on our socials so that you know when it starts and you get to vote on the first choice.
Awesome. Thank you, Dave,
no problem.
for joining us one more time. Thank you.
Thank you, Bax.
Interesting. I have comments, though.
We're shockingly on time, and that means I get to make a merch shout-out. Let's see that merch, folks.
We still haven't had word on Michaela's mug.
You can maybe still get some, so it's not this one, the merch down at the booth, but that's selling out fast. And this you can get on the shop right now, on the DBD shop. So, yeah, hi, Matt. Why are you here?
Hey, we are at the end of the show. Thank you so much for everyone for joining us. Normally, this is the bit of the show, if you've watched the anniversary once or twice, where you figure, there's got to be something that comes after, right?
Yeah.
But in this case, we've tried to do things a little differently this year. So
because we heard Gorgiro was going to attend, and we're like, cancel it. Let's not do anything special for this one.
So if you've paid very close attention to the show, you will notice that we've already told you what the license coming after Five Nights at Freddy's is. So
you already told them throughout the show.
Yeah, there's been a bunch of clues hidden throughout our broadcast.
I missed them. What was it?
So I want you to put on your tinfoil hats. Polly, we're looking at you. And then give us our best speculations and theories on what you think it is. Actually, anybody here knows?
Shrek.
Shrek is what was shouted from the crowd if you're watching at home.
I think Shrek is in the maybe pile.
Girl.
He's not even joking.
So yeah, go on our socials, tag us, and give us your best speculations and your best
completely
guesses.
missed it.
We will let you know if you were right.
We
Go back,
heard-
watch the show.
We heard they like teasers, right? So let's do some teasing of what the next chapter is
There you
instead
go.
of just shouting it at you on a stage. Shout out to the Binding of Isaac, actually. They were just talking about us on Twitter, yeah.
The Binding of Isaac.
But it's not that.
You're not supposed to.
I shouldn't say that, but
no,
it's
you're
not
not supposed to. All right, well, one last time, thank you again so very much.
That's what. I need to see.
It's been
I need to see the internet, what the internet comes up with, because I was not been paying attention on what they've been teasing for the next license.
We do have another stream coming shortly. We'll announce the date when we can to reveal the specifics of the Five Nights at Freddy's chapter, how the gameplay works and all that.
PTB.
Stay tuned.
PTB seeds probably.
And come see us at the booth afterwards. We'll be happy to hug and shake hands.
Thanks, everybody.
Cheers.
Hey. All right, a lot of good stuff. Oh, Rick and Morty. All right. So that is Five Nights at Freddy's. Let's turn this off. So yeah. Nice. So we finally got a look at, we got the tease for Five Nights at Freddy's. Springtrap is the killer. We don't have a survivor.
And
we have
come see us at the booth.
Oh wait, that's not it. Let me pull it up. Yeah, here we go. This is old. So roadmap, real quick. So get these comments out the way. Roadmap. So June 2025. This is going to be Springtrap and Five Nights at Freddy's map. This is probably going to be the anniversary event right here. You're going to have another modifier. July is the 2 new survivors. But we're going to have Chaos Shuffle on the 3rd. So we don't know what these 2 licensed survivors are, but they're coming with a rift. September, we're getting a, what is this? Standalone killer and survivor, non-licensed. But this one's going to be themed around Japanese horror, I think he said. Asian horror. Also, 2v8's coming. Another modifier. October is going to be a rift. Probably the Halloween event, too. Licensed killer and 2 new survivors on November. We don't know what that is. But apparently they've teased on what the next license is going to be throughout the stream, which I do not know. I was not paying attention. I'll have to look that up later. January, Rift in-game event. Nothing new here. March, new chapter with a new survivor and a new realm, which is interesting. No killer, but we at least get another realm to explore, which is fun. Rift April, then May and June we're going to our next whatchamacallit. All in all, interesting stream. Some quality of life changes to look forward to. Blood point spending. See what they're gonna do for custom matches. Seem like they're going in a tournament style for custom matches. At least that's what I got from it. Don't know what license they were teasing. I need to go look back. And then we also have the choose your own chapter thing, which I have notes on. So basically we're going to be going through the process of designing our own chapter, the community. Which it sounds interesting. But I also feel like this is a way of saying this is what we chose. So if it's good or bad, it's not on them, it's on us. That just feels like we will be taking the responsibility if something happens with this killer. They may be designing it, but we're choosing everything to make for this solo chapter for the fans. We choose the killer, we're choosing the survivor, their powers, their aesthetic, all that. So it's like this will be on the community if this killer doesn't come out the way that we think it will. Because essentially we're helping them build it. We're helping them create this character for us to use. So we're holding the responsibility of creating our own chapter, our own characters, as well as getting into what they have to go through as an experience. So I feel like this is them teaching us this isn't as easy as you think it is. But that's my 2 cents on the creative chapter. Five Nights at Freddy's. I noticed that the Matthew Lillard skin had a knife. So I don't think Springtrap is going to have an axe like I initially thought. I posted a clip on X way back when I was playing through, was it Five Nights at Freddy's The Pit? I remember, because there was a section where the child that you were playing as, he mentioned that the killer had like a knife or an axe or something. I need to relook at that clip because I forgot what I said. But I thought I did hit the saying, is this a potential tease at the killer in Dead by Daylight? So I don't know if I mentioned an axe, but I mentioned a knife maybe. I need to look up at that clip, but I'm gonna repost that shit again. As I told you so moment, maybe. But the Matthew Lillard holding a knife is basically confirmation that the killer's going to have a knife weapon or some type of, I guess, pokey weapon. He's not going to use his hands. I don't know if it's going to be an axe, because the way the knife is held, the axe would be too long. But we finally got Five Nights at Freddy's into Dead by Daylight. I'm pretty sure we're going to get news about that. He said a couple of weeks. So they're probably going to do a live stream to showcase it and then release the PTB on that day. That's how they usually do it. And I think I heard word that it will be released on June 17th. Is the official release date for Five Nights at Freddy's? Because it coincides with their anniversary stream. I could be wrong. Leakers have been posting things. I'm just going by them. It is not confirmed until Dead by Daylight says it's confirmed, because something could happen. They've delayed chapters before, especially before this. So we'll just have to wait and see. Regardless, very interesting to see what's going to happen, especially concerning these next couple of licenses. 2 survivors for a license, that could be anything. What could potentially be a duo license that involves just survivors? And then we have November, 1 killer, 2 licenses. That's another question of who those could be. 1 killer, 2 duos. It's hard to tell, especially if they choose from different time zones. Like, let's throw out Predator. Like, we could do 2 different survivors from 2 different movies in Predator and just use Predator as the killer. Or they could focus on a single entity. Like, what would be a good horror movie to pull from where it's just one with 2 survivors? Something that they couldn't get the movie rights for, maybe? I don't know. Speculation, theories, leakers, tinfoil times. I need to see what little information that other people have pulled from this stream to figure out who they've been teasing for the next killer or the next license, because I'm all confusion. They did mention Undead during the Create Your Own, so maybe it's a tie into The Walking Dead. Maybe that would be interesting. So that's my theory. One of them could be The Walking Dead. Potentially for this next July license, that could be The Walking Dead, because it's 2 survivors and they don't really have a killer to speak of. So that's my tinfoil hat theory. It's going to be The Walking Dead for July, 2 survivors. It could be Rick Grimes. It could be a whole list of characters. It could be, but we'll just have to wait and see until the time comes. Anyways, thank you for watching this stream with me. If you stopped by just to catch FNAF, any other information you got from it, the leakers will be losing their minds. Theories will be losing their minds until we get the final release of everything. So until then, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to YouTube if you're new. Also follow me on Twitch. I need to get back on Twitch. I usually play games on Twitch first and then push the playthroughs on YouTube. That's just how I do it. It works for me, and I don't have to worry about lagging streams and whatnot. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.